Good evening, ma'am. So this is my presentation for my output for the topic 2, the learner's development and environment, episode 2, homeschool link. I wanted to do a personal interview or a face-to-face interview with a parent, but in the past few days, a lot of things have happened. Reason why I also submitted this late, but I basically was able to interview like my stepmother with my younger brother as the learner through a video conference call, and this is the data I gathered. Uh, that basically is for the intended learning outcomes and the guide. Now, the name of the learner is David V. Gamboa. He's my younger brother, half brother. As for the purpose of this activity, let's just jump to the conclusion part, and that is starts here. For the physical development, I have to say that the learner is physically active and well built for his age. He's well taken care of as he is the youngest among us. Now, socially, one thing I observed is that he is very sociable and very friendly. He's very outgoing and has a certain personality that makes him very socially likable. For the emotional and moral development, I can say that he is emotionally strong. He deals with a lot of things, even petty things, on his own, and he seems to know how to keep his ground. He is also well taught on how to properly behave in certain situations, which speaks a lot about his morale as a learner. Now, our parents, I would say, did good in inculcating important traits, which I say will mold him to become a better member of the society. Cognitive development wise, based on the interview and on my observation, I would say he is an intellectual learner. He's an intelligent student. He reasons very well and is very wise, and the way he speaks doesn't seem to fit his age. In general, he is the learner is holistically in the right path of development. The things I have noticed are very typical to a learner of his age. Although he seems very hyperactive, it is balanced by his moral and intellectual capacity. So I am confident that he will grow as an active and responsible member of the society, and that he's capable of dealing with different situations, given that he's not just book smart but streetwise as well. So in conclusion, the shift from school to homeschooling greatly impacted, the learner's learning experience, in terms that at home, learners tend to be distracted with a lot of things despite the best efforts of the guardians or the parents to keep the students focus on his studies. Now we all know the difference when we're working at home, or when we're studying at home, or when we're at school, because at school we tend to be focused, especially when we have uh, a teacher inside the classroom. When at home, we tend to like practice the manana habit, or we tend to just procrastinate, thinking that we don't have our teachers, around to like give that pressure or to monitor our every action. As for my recommendation, this first goes for the teachers. I understand that they are already going through a lot in this challenging time, but what I can suggest is for them to exert a bit more effort to keep constant communication with the guardians or the students regarding the home tasks or the modules. Homeschooling wise, I would recommend for the parents or the guardians to be more patient and be more understanding. And I personally think they should be able to confidently reach out to the teachers to help out their students. Now, for the task two, based on the findings and recommendations, I would say the style of parenting experienced by the learner is a combination of authoritative and permissive parenting. The mother seems to be very supportive of the learner's personal interests and wants to be updated of what's going on. At the same time, however, she seems very lenient as well in terms of the things the learner wants for his own, and she even lets him decide for himself. Now, relating to the data that I gathered about the child development, I would say the home training for independence molded the learner to be confident with his schooling. Uh, on his own, he learned to take care of himself and was able to learn how to reach out for help when needed. And moving forward for the last assessment, uh, we're tasked to make an artistic, colorful, creative visual expressions of our insights about the influence of the homeschool and the learner, and this is what I came up. I personally feel that both school and home aim to help a learner develop holistically. Specifically, though, I feel that school's primary focus is on the scholarly curriculum in teaching knowledge and skills required for the professional side of life, or intellectually nurturing. A home, on the other hand, aims to help and support the child in terms of being a better individual with traits, characters, and personality building. So that's basically what I have for this presentation. This last page here is for the documentation of the video conference call for the parent interview. And that's it from me, ma'am. Thank you so much and have a good night.